How is everybody doing today? It is a beautiful, beautiful day here in Queensland. And I was just inspired to do this live, so I did not have this plan at all. But I'm deciding, hi Jackie! I just decided to jump on and give you guys this live. So I decided to jump on right now and talk a little bit about choice. And so often we get confused and we think that there's a right or a wrong to everything. Here, actually, I'm going to put these on because you might be able to hear me just a little bit better. All right. So hi Leslie. So how do I want to say this? A lot of times we think that there's a right choice and a wrong choice when we're faced with a big decision, especially with big decisions. But really, there is no right or wrong path. It all comes down to what you want, because this life is yours to be able to create. Just a little backstory, I had gotten so confused when I was trying to decide to stay with my last boyfriend. And I'm one of those people that's really into like law of attraction and like following the signs and what is the universe trying to tell me to do. And I got so caught up in that I stopped listening to my heart and stopped listening to what it was that I really wanted. And when it came down to it, all of that confusion was just me getting lost in, like, I knew deep down what I wanted, but I was letting myself get so confused about what he wanted too. And then also, like, I'd see lots of signs around like being with him, but also that was only just because I was in a state of confusion, and so the universe was giving me so many confusing signs back. So it's really not that there's a right or wrong in that sort of sense. I mean, there is right or wrong in how something feels for you, and that's how you can decide what's right for you, is if you consider taking this path. If it feels good, then that's the right one. But if you look at this path and you think, oh, that might be the right path for me, but you don't feel it in your gut, like you're not excited about it, you're actually just super confused, that's probably not the right path. But either way, the best thing that I've found to do when you are torn between going this way or that way is to just pick a way and see how you feel once you get into it. Or even once you make the decision, you might light up inside and be so excited about it, or you might make the decision and you're like, oh shit, that doesn't feel good. And then you know for certain what is the right path for you, but you don't usually know until you take a step forward. And yeah, there's still the universe giving you signs and everything, but the universe isn't going to give you signs around something that's a big decision. Like, the universe will guide you to what you want, but in order for it to do that, when you come to a crossroads, you have to be the one to make a decision, and you have to be the one to choose what feels right for you. And that's kind of what I had to do with my relationship. So I had to decide, and ultimately I decided that I chose me. And now I feel like so happy, so excited, so on fire about what I'm doing in my life now. And I've also sort of had to do that in deciding what I want to do as far as work and income and making money and things like that. And when it comes down to it, I am somebody that I have always had a bigger dream than working for somebody else. And it's always been inside of me that I wanted to create something online, like a coaching program or something. And yeah, now that I've chosen to fully step into that, the universe is completely supporting me on it. And I've found my purpose by tuning into all the passions that I have and everything, like that message that is always just dying to get out of me. So I guess actually I'll be doing a 4-day free not group, but 4-day intensive within my group, and it'll be about turning your passions into your purpose. And I left a link in the description of this video so that you guys can get into the group and be a part of that free 4-day intensive. And it'll help you kind of figure out what your purpose is. And ultimately, it also has to do with choice. It has to do with you deciding what you want out of life and being able to turn the things that you're passionate about into a way that you can make money. Because ultimately, we're not here to be able to make money through somebody else, because usually that doesn't feel very good. We want a life that lights us up and makes us excited, and we want to be able to do all of the things that we're passionate about. And I can tell you that that is entirely possible. And if you feel miserable working for somebody else or chasing somebody else's dream, then that's generally not the right path. But yeah, once you can tap into who you are, what you're passionate about, and all the things that you love doing, it's so much easier to make money that way. Like, it actually just flows instead of struggling, paycheck to paycheck, working for somebody else and working for somebody else's dream. Because that's ultimately what you're doing when you have a 9-to-5 or a job where you're working for somebody else. So that's why I put together that free 4-day intensive in the group. It's in the description of this video. And it's ultimately going to help you figure out what you're passionate about and how you can turn that into a way to monetize and to be able to find your purpose through that. Because I got to tell you, it's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to feel like a struggle every day to make money. That's not what we're here for. And once you can figure out what your purpose is, it's all just ease. It's flow. It all makes sense. And if you feel stuck in a job, and maybe you're even at that crossroads right now where you're like, I'm so sick of my job. What do I do? Do I go find another job? And I have a passion for, painting or whatever it might be. I have a passion for writing. For me, it's a passion for writing and for helping other people figure out what their purpose is. Whatever that might be. If you're at that crossroads right now, it's about figuring out what feels more right to you. Like, does it feel good to you to go into work every day? Does it feel good to trade your time for money? Or does it feel more exciting to be able to create something of your own, to be able to paint every day, to be able to help people with their fitness or anything that you're passionate about? You can turn it into something much bigger, something much better, and be able to work on your own time and create something of your own. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do inside that free group. We're going to help you figure out everything that you're passionate about, how you can turn it into your purpose, how you can monetize on it, and help you just create a life that you actually love living. Because that is why we're here. We're not here to go to college, get a job, get a career, get a house, and then retire at 65 and then have fun. Like, how much fun are you going to have at 65? Are you fucking kidding me? Am I going to go skydiving when I'm 65? No, I want to do it now. Like, duh. So, like, the American dream is not that good of a dream to me. That's not my dream. It might be for some other people, but my dream is to be able to not so much work to retirement, but to be able to live a lifestyle now that allows me the freedom to be able to work when I want, work on my schedule, and create something that actually freaking excites me. Because when you do find your purpose, it's easy. It's so easy. And it all just flows. Like, you have a message within you that you are born to share with the world. And once you do open up and you start sharing it, it just flows. Like, it's fun, it's exciting, and it's something that it doesn't even feel like work. It feels like fun. It feels like you don't even have a job, really, even though you'll end up making more money than you ever have doing, trading the time for money thing at a normal job. I may have gone off on a bit of a tangent with that one. That's okay. I tend to do that. So anyways, what I had started talking about was about choice. I guess that's not so much of a tangent, though, because it's all about being able to choose what you want to do with your life. And you're only going to know what's right or what's wrong by the way that it feels to you. There's nobody saying that this path is right or that path is right, because it's not someone else's job to tell you what's right for you. It's your job to feel it in your heart, to feel it in your gut, and to just follow that voice of your soul that's telling you, not so much telling you, but helping you feel alive. So whatever you feel most alive doing, and the thing that you feel the most excited about, that is the path to take. Even if it seems scary, even if it seems hard, generally it will. And that's kind of just the way that the world works, because yes, it's easy to do your soul work. And this is a topic for an entirely another live stream. Yes, it's easy to do your soul work, but at the same time, you have to overcome a lot of challenges with your beliefs around whether it's possible, with, being afraid of actually doing it, because at first it's going to seem like it's completely fucking impossible, which it's really not. It's actually so much easier than going into your 9-to-5 every day and then having no time to spend with your family, no time to have fun, except for like on the weekends and for a couple hours every night. But most of us don't want to live that way. The soul work, it's fulfilling and it's exciting, but you obviously have to overcome those challenges of being afraid of doing it and all the obstacles that are going to come up along the way, but they're all so much worth it, and they all actually just make you stronger and make it that much better when you are standing in your purpose. Rambling again, and I will talk about that all on another live stream. But yes, if you do have a choice to make, check in with your heart, check in with your gut, and whichever choice feels lighter, feels more exciting, versus the choice that kind of like tightens your gut. You're always going to be able to feel your way through it. It's not being able to ask someone else and get their take on it, because everybody else has a different path and a different thing that feels better for them. So even if you have to take some time out to meditate, or taking the first step towards either option, you'll start to know, and you'll be able to feel the weight of that decision on you and understand if it's feeling heavy or light or anything like that. There's so many times when I've been standing at a crossroads and I stand at that crossroads for so long and I just am in a tailspin of confusion, not knowing which way to go. But the second you take a step in one or the other direction, you feel it. You're like, this is exciting, this is awesome, I'm fucking scared, but yes, this is it. Or you take a step in the other direction and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to be down here. This hurts, this is scary, I don't like it, it's no good. And then you retreat and you're like, okay, cool. I know now that that wasn't the right path. And then you go the other way. So sometimes it just comes down to that. It comes down to making a decision, taking the first little step, and then you know. But that choice always comes down to what feels right in your gut and just always following your heart. Because the head tends to get in the way, but the gut, the heart, the soul, like they know. Yeah, so if you are you still there? I got a phone call. Anyways, so if you guys are at all interested, if you're interested, I left the link for the group in the comment section, or not in the comment section, in the description for the video. Got totally distracted by that phone call. But if you are interested in joining in on the 4-day intensive, it's going to help you figure out what your passions are. You probably already know your passions, but it's going to help you understand a little bit more about your passions. It's going to help you figure out what your purpose is, and in turn to be able to monetize on that. And then if we have time, I haven't fully planned it all out yet, but if we have time, we might be able to get through talking about some of the obstacles that come up when you're going after that soul work. So anyways, I hope you have a fantastic day. It's only about 12 o'clock here, maybe 1 o'clock. Nice and sunny here, but if you're over in America, I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous night, and I will talk to you again soon. All right, get out there and create a life you love, because it all starts with you. Oh, it's so sunny, I can't see the button. There it is.